Welcome back to the One Kit, One Room, No Packs series. Hopefully you watched last week's video where we did the front of the garage. Now we're doing the back of the garage with the Basement Treasures kit. All right, we're back here. Here is our garage. I think I have to fix the side of the garage. There we go. Because I added that little extra bump out. But the back of the garage, we're going to be using the Basement Treasures kit in this room back here. And I felt like the sim living here, my story would be that one of the sims who lives here, I don't know which one it would be, but one of them would have their escape out to the garage. Now, some people call it, man cave or woman cave or whatever you want to call it. But I thought this was that space. So last week we used the restoration workshop to put all those items in the front of the garage, and that would be the place that this sim would be hanging out, woodworking, restoring appliances, things like that. But the back room, this room here, I thought was perfect for the Basement Treasures kit. This is just a bunch of random stuff that maybe they put together. This is their alone, quiet space, or if they've been, working hard in the workshop all day, they come here to relax, kick your dirty shoes off or your dirty boots off, or don't. This furniture is more conducive to don't kick off your dirty boots. You can actually have your dirty boots and shoes on this furniture, which is perfect. I like this kit. I know it's called Basement Treasures, but I don't always like basements in my games. To be honest, I like one level of play where everything is just all kind of one level. I don't mind an upstairs, but I have to honestly say it's very rare if I play with a basement. I've built many of them, but as far as my playthrough, I don't normally. So I think this was the perfect way of being able to use this kit in a space that I would definitely play in. I would definitely have my Sims out here, and I think they would come out here on their own to play. They would come out to watch TV or to read a book. Restore some of those appliances, things like that. So I think this is a really good place for my Sims to come hang out, and I have a feeling I would find them out here often. If you leave them to their own devices, I think I would find them out here quite often. Like with the front of the build, I really went, dirty. This mirror is not only dirty, it's broken. It's got some broken photos with it. And I actually think I own that, or I don't own it now, but I think I used to own that bookshelf that was not right. The shelves were never right. In this recliner, if you get, we gotta get some lighting in here. I have to remember to put lighting in. For some reason, I like to build in the dark. But if you get up close with this chair, you can see all the scratches and the dirt, and it's worn out. Here we go. Let's get some lighting in this place. But, if you have pets or you have, I don't know, I just think everybody has one of these chairs. You can have all nice furniture, but then, you know, you're going to have one of these chairs, I think. Love the plant that came with this kit. I use it in other rooms and other builds, not just reserved for this kit. I think it's a beautiful plant. Gonna fill up the bookshelf with some of these clutter items. I think the clutter items are very cute in this kit. That little bear, I don't know if it's a little bear or a little doll with the cup. I really like that. We're just gonna move a few things around here so it looks a little bit more conducive. Put that back. Trophies. I can't say that I don't have any trophies. I'm one of those people that I've never participated in or won any trophies in any group events. Okay, sorry. There was hissing in the hallway behind me. Apparently Reggie's not happy with his brother right now. I never know when that's going to happen. So yeah, so I'm very excited to be back and to be continuing our series with our kits. We've got a couple new ones we can actually add to the list. We'll be putting those in. I don't know where yet, but we will be getting those in. And I did say in the last video when we were working in the front of the garage in the workshop area, I wish we had some more of this grungy stuff. Broken, grungy. I like it. Not all my homes have it, but I don't think all homes are pristine either. They are in The Sims, that's for sure. But I think even adding, you know, some clutter items that are, you know, just a little bit more on the worn out side, you know, they've been used every day. I think that would benefit The Sims. So I'm hoping maybe somebody, I don't know, in the marketplace does something like that. I know The Sims is a fantasy world where everything is perfect and you get to have all the fancy stuff you want, and I think that's awesome. I do that. I definitely build houses, you know, houses I would want to live in. You know, they're absolutely perfect, but life is not perfect. So I like to embrace the imperfect. I'm gonna put this in. It's just gonna be outside here. There's obviously no room. I really think this particular piece belongs more on a community lot per se, you know, where you can have a big garbage bin, you know, maybe building a hotel. I don't see that. I like the piece, don't get me wrong, but I don't see it as a residential thing. I don't think that's something somebody would be keeping around their house. If you'd you know, nowadays I think if you get a new mattress, they take the old stuff away for you, so you wouldn't be having that around your house residentially. Hotels. I think we're going to have that at our motel build that we're doing live. That's more of a commercial area. I'm trying to think where else I may have used that. A few places, not very many, but usually in a garbage heap, I have to say, because it is garbage, so that's where I put it. This room is so nice. I just love all the clutter in this room. And it's still functional. This is not cluttered to the point where your Sims can't move around and, and do things. They can still sit in this chair. They can still read a book. The mirror is still usable if they wanted to do their charisma. Obviously, the TV is functional. So I clutter, and I love to clutter. If you've been around me for any length of time, you know I love to clutter. And if you hit that subscribe button, you'll get to watch me clutter some more. But I make sure that the area is clear for the Sims to move around and to do activities. That's another thing I like to... Floating phone. It's a floating phone. That's another thing I like to make sure that my rooms are functional so that there's something for the Sims to do in that room. I'm just cluttering up these shelves with some very small items. I know it's like the smallest box you've ever seen, but I wanted something on this shelf so bad. Just using my bracket keys to make things bigger and smaller, mostly smaller in this case. And then raising them up with my 9 key. I made the very small plant here too, up with the 9 key. Gonna see if I can get that in there. Nope. Oh, I think we're gonna put it, are we putting it up here? We might be putting it up here. Oh, and another box on the shelf. Very tiny little box. They're like Barbie doll boxes is what those are. But it works. I just wanted it to look cluttered, that's all. I like these family photos. I don't get to use them very often. That's why I kind of did this series. A lot of these items in the kits I don't get to use very much. So now I do. So to be honest with you, I don't know what room is next. Because I haven't actually done it yet. So I don't know what room or what kit we're doing next. If you have a suggestion of one you'd like to see, please leave a comment down below. I would love to do that for you in one of the rooms that we have left. So remember, here at Grandma Sims, keep it creative, keep it cozy. I will see you for that next build.